Paynesville Area Healthcare System serves the communities you live in. With medical clinics in Belgrade, Cold Spring, Eden Valley, Paynesville, Richmond, and Spicer, you are sure to find personalized care close to home. We truly are a small system with big services.
If we had a list, like for example in volleyball,
Hi, I'm Scott Staska, Superintendent of the ROCORI School District, and we're back with another construction update as we're ending the month of September and finishing some of the parts of our project. In the middle school, on the outside, what most people see, we finished the block exterior on the building and the brick exterior, so the entire building is covered in the brick, and I think pretty impressive looking building. What impresses me every time I look at it is actually how nicely the new brick matches our old brick, and so it ties the buildings all together. But a lot of progress in the last couple weeks just in terms of putting the brick on the outside of the building. Inside, where people don't necessarily see all the change, but we know that things continually happen there too. Since our last update, the stud walls have gone up. A lot of sheetrock is being installed, especially on the lower level. The upper level of the middle school is a little bit behind that progress. Obviously the first thing that was done was the lower level, and so they could keep working there and then move upstairs with the core work, and then obviously the upstairs will be a little bit behind. But our windows are being developed and being ready to put in. We have all the frames in place here on site so that they can start putting those into place. My understanding is there's a little bit delay with the glass, but we aren't really worried about that. It should be coming and still allow us to enclose the building for the winter, so we are making progress there. Next step of the project really is to look at where we did some remodeling over the course of the summer. Those rooms, as school started, we are in place using those rooms. Again, the basic idea was that we flip-flopped the industrial tech area and the art area, so what was industrial tech is now art, what was art is now industrial tech. And we have those classrooms all in operation. Because our whole project isn't complete, we do have some rooms that are being used for classroom purposes that are not necessarily their design room. As an example, at the very south end of the building, we have the drop-in center that for this year is serving as a Spanish classroom. But we're making use of the space that we have, and we're allowing the whole project to come together. A year from now, each classroom will have its own space. But for this year we had to borrow a little bit of space. Just to the outside of each of those rooms, part of a decision made late this summer in the process was to put in a patio that connects all of the art rooms together from the outside. That patio is designed to give us a nice hard and solid place for classes to be able to go out there, so on nice days students, not now while it's a construction area obviously, but in the future it will give us a nice hard surface so that students from the art classes can go outside, have natural lighting, work a lot with different effects. Last area that we want to look at is the new construction on the north part of the building. Lots of progress being made in that area as well. I talk a lot about progress, but it's really impressive to see what happens within a week's worth of time in the district. The construction is just moving along at incredible rates. Right now we're standing in the area that's the commons of the high school. So behind me is the future cafeteria and kitchen area. To my left, as we're looking, is the new gymnasium area. In this commons area, what's happened over the last couple of weeks, I think the last time we talked, the girders were going in above, but the ceiling is being put in, or the roof is being put on, so it's much more finished in nature. Directly in front of me as we're talking, the district office is being constructed, and the main entrance to this part of the building is being constructed. So it's beginning to take shape and beginning to be framed out in a very nice way. Down the hallway where the gym is located, I know lots of progress being made in those areas in terms of rooms being defined. the health room, the school board meeting room, the locker rooms, the bathrooms, all the walls coming up and rooms being defined, being very clearly able to identify those. On the upper level, again, we have two basic rooms that are up there. One is a wrestling and multi-purpose room. The other is our fitness area where all the weight equipment and the exercise equipment will be located. That area has been closed in. The floors are being finished up there, and again, lots of progress and lots of work being made. Just a quick update on goals for the area. The area that we're standing in right now, our goal is that we would be able to move into this area in April. If we can move into here in April, what it does is the last remodeling part of the existing high school, particularly the cafeteria area, we can begin to move into those areas and begin to remodel, so that's not quite as tight a time frame next summer in terms of opening in the fall of 2011. And so this area, actually by April, should be complete. We should be able to move into the kitchen. We should be able to make our food for the students there and begin using this space and have them eating and working out of the commons area. And so we're pretty excited about that. Our update in terms of timeline is that right now there's nothing that's going to keep us from meeting that time schedule. Unexpected delays could happen, but at this point we're on time and should be able to meet that schedule. So that's pretty exciting for us to be able to move in. Lots of progress middle school. We're using the facilities in the renovated areas of the high school, and by next spring we'll be moving into the new construction area in terms of the kitchen and the auditorium. Pretty exciting time of year for the ROCORI School District.